Hello YouTube, welcome to Strunky's Road to Excellence with the Indian Panzer. We are on Karelia Assault, what a surprise! If I haven't had an ace tanker on that map and game mode before with a medium tank. Oh well, at least we're on the defending side, so we have a much more reason to camp and defend than camp the bush. Let's see, do I have my mark yet? Yes, this was when I had my first mark, so we're getting close to that third mark. When looking at the replays, even though I have the third mark already at the moment. We are going to my favorite rock, which is my standard position. If you hadn't noticed already, watching every Karelia Assault match, pretty much me going to the same spot every time. How predictable, but if it works, hey, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? Alright. Let's see, there's an SU-100Y. Taking a nice sniping position over here. Maybe not, well, I have no idea how useful it is to stand over on that rock, but whatever. There's an ELC that has rushed forward and is kind of fighting with our Chaffee and AMX 12 ton, and apparently our 12 ton gets killed right after the 12 ton kills the ELC, so he didn't really stay in cover apparently, or something like that. Do we have any heavy support? Well, actually we do not have any heavies. Now our Chaffee gets killed as well by their T-37, so that T-37 is a pretty good little sniper. So that's us down on 2 scouts, and apparently one of the scouts at 12 ton was platooned up with our bird, so he doesn't have a scout now. But yeah, we don't really have any heavies now, do we? No, not at all, but there's a VK-3001P wanting to end his misery, and he gets a big hit, finishing blow of the SU-100Y. Now there's the Leva, try to go for the turret side. Sadly enough, miss. The great accuracy on this tank letting me down. Now let's see if that Leva is willing to come around the corner again. No, he isn't. Meanwhile, the south flank is still not really inhabited by anything. Leva, will he show the side? Yes, he does, but my shot just derps to the upper left side. Meanwhile, our SU-100Y gets taken out by the enemy Tiger, and I managed to pen the Leva in the side. And then I bounce on the extreme angle of his upper front plate. Sadly, but very normal when hitting at such an angle. Cromwell has come to the attack on the south side. Now our Panther is spotting him. Panther 2 actually. The Tiger 1 that took out the SU-100Y. And he gets behind cover, and now is the question, will he stay behind cover or not? Yes, well, if he was any smart, he would just stay in cover, because he'd know he'd get spotted and sniped right away. People will never learn. So yeah, meanwhile T-37 is going into the attack, engaging our Panther 2, and our Panther 2 is pretty alone there, so if the T-37 plays it smart, he can even win it. There's a Tiger again spotted, he backs off and shoot way too late. That was not necessary. Now this T-37 is keeping the Panther 2 spotted behind the rock, it seems. Tiger shows a bit of his tank for a little moment. Then he continues going into the attack, but he keeps standing still so much that I even derped my shot because I want to lead him, but he just kept on braking. And there I finally get a shot in his side, and he just tries to go all out flanking, but he apparently is not experienced enough to know that there's a ton of snipers just waiting for him to shoot it up the butt. Now this is the moment when there's no more tanks over on the north side attacking, and the only attacking tanks are the ones over here, because they know this is the safest bet with the least snipers. So at this moment, what I am willing to do is go over here to the north side and snipe from here, and you can see this VK-101P is just getting bombarded with shells, and I bounce on this cupola, and this just means war. I'm just gonna load the APCR over here giving me a big penetration advantage of 259, but then he shows us the side and rear of his turret because the prot is flanking him, but I'm not gonna take any risk whatsoever and just load my APCR, keep it loaded, and still had one shell extra loaded in the just for the next shot. So now after killing that Leva, I am back on AP again because I'm not really needing it anymore. And the T-37 has gone into the cap circle with support of the ARL-44 coming behind, and the AMX 5100 more down in the south. Killed the Panther 2, it seems, and they've pretty much found out our weak flank. Now what I'm not willing to do is go aggressive like that, because then you'll end up like that IKV-90B. Also easier RT target and an easier target for anything that might still be sniping on the hill. So what I'm just gonna do is stay up north, because that's the safest bet when dealing with enemies down here in the base. So firstly I'm gonna go over here, knowing I have good gun depression. Maybe I'll be able to snapshot any of the tanks over here. Well, not the AMX, because the AMX is behind me. Well, next to me, apparently. Showing me his turret, ignoring me for some reason, but I take an ARL-44 shot in the back. Now it's 5100. Is kind of panicking. And apparently he bounces off me for some apparent reason, and now he has no gun depression left for me. Which is a bad thing about a lot of tanks, that if you retreat you often cannot fire back due to lack of gun depression. Not every tank has it, but a lot do have it. Now he tracks me and I quickly repair my tracks because I do not want to keep catching shells from that autoloader. And he now realizes, like, what am I doing here standing still? I can empty my drum, and he bounces on me with those last shell. And now I take him out. And the RTs are coming my way apparently. They feel very safe next to me because I've been killing a lot of tanks lately. Damaging a lot during the whole match as well. There's a ton of tanks in the cap. And I remember this moment very good. This pick. And I know I'm pretty much a one-shot. Artillery is aiming down at me, but I have no other choice than to focus on the cap and keep them spotted as well, because there are tanks focusing on the Cromwell, which I have spotted. Now the bird on my team is going very aggressive, not very smart, because now he gets taken out, which is such a waste, because if the bird would have just placed his tank somewhere over here, a spot like this would have been ideal, because he could have just lobbed the shells right onto the tanks in the cap circle, the Cromwell and the Indian Panzer, even the ARL-44, and there's the artillery in the back as well, which he could have taken out very much later. So that was a very bad play of the bird on my team, maybe even something that made us lose the match, because if we had that cover of the bird, I only had to spot the tanks, not shoot them. And I know our artilleries do not really have the gun arc to keep shooting, especially the position the GW Panther is going to take here. He's not really taking an RT position, just a kind of tank destroyer assault gun position. And yeah, pretty much everyone is dead. I'm not really sure what to do, if I should go around or not. See, the GW Panther has taken a shot, and right at this moment I should have loaded APCR, because the Indian Panzer has troll armor and I should know so. Go for another shot, and I bounce on him, and that's pretty sad, because if I have pen, I would have penned that. I would have killed him, and now I just go way too early. That was so stupid of me. I just went on front before I even loaded my gun, and yeah, that pretty much got me killed, which was a stupid move of me. Could have still killed the Cromwell and the Indian, both were one shots. I should have just loaded maybe premium ammo in a situation like this. So yeah, but still a great game, because if we look at my damage, we can see that I did a massive 4,704 damage. Holy crap. Got an ace tanker, bruiser, fighter, fire for effect, defender, and high caliber. That's 2 medals to justify me giving that special extra XP for having those hero medals, something like that. Courageous resistance, that's what it's called. So yeah, got the awesome medals. Yeah, I was doing the most damage on my team by far, and as well on the enemy team. Just look at that. There's just the AMX 5100 had only 2,000 damage. I had more than double what he did, and that's just, you know, pretty unfair actually. I had to carry so much, but yeah, shit happens, and what you gonna do about it? But in the end, I did manage to get 4,134 experience, made 21,000 credits profit, and for a loss, that's a very darn good game, and something that still makes me happy, even though it was a loss. So yeah, great game, and yeah, that was it. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. See you next time. Goodbye.